Hi y'all, this is So Blessed. Welcome to the Blessed Place. How y'all doing? This is a video response to one of my young viewers who sent me an email, and her question is kind of twofold. So I'm going to tell you both of the questions, and I'm going to try to tackle one question at a time. This person says that, first of all, her dad died when she was 10, and her stepdad died a little over 2 months ago. She's home alone often, and she's addicted to masturbation and porn. Oh, first of all, I guess I should have said maybe send the little kids away, or don't let your little kids watch this. But I think if you're a young teenage, it's appropriate because it may help you out too. Okay, so she's addicted to masturbation and porn. Okay, the second situation is, like I said, her dad died when she was 10. Her stepdad passed away a little over 2 months ago of cancer. She felt, my viewer felt, that even before her stepdad started dying of cancer, that her mom pushed her away, and she felt that she was second to her stepdad. Now that the stepdad has passed away, the mom has just started to date again, and she's dating a younger guy. The daughter still feels pushed aside and pushed away, and she feels like she's second again. She said she understood being second to the dying stepfather, but she doesn't want to be second to anybody else. She said that she tries to hug and kiss on her mom, and her mom says, you know, stop, move, you're smothering me. Okay, so let's go to situation number one, addicted to masturbation and porn. You may need, she says she couldn't talk to anybody about it and couldn't talk to her mom about it, and she prays about it a lot. First of all, I want to say that your situation, sometimes you can have an addiction so strong that sometimes you absolutely need therapy to help you with that situation. So your situation could be so psychologically deep that you may need therapy for it. But since I'm not a therapist, I'm just going to try and help you from my perspective. You say you pray, continue to pray. Continue to pray and surrender it to God. Let God know that you don't want to be addicted to porn. You don't want to be addicted to masturbation, and surrender it to Him. Keep that prayer in your heart, on your mind, in your lips, and continue. Pray without ceasing that God will deliver you from the addiction to masturbation and porn. But secondly, beyond prayer, you have to help yourself. You have to rid yourself of any type of materials or stimulus or stimuli that will cause you, that will be a catalyst, or will cause you to want to masturbate or want to watch porn. You have to not surf the internet, and I know that's one of the main conduits of porn these days. It used to be, you know, sneaking your mama's or your daddy's or your uncle's or somebody's magazines, but nowadays it's just right there on the computer, easy access. So you're going to have to limit your computer access time to those things that you are other interests, and not porn. If you can't do that, then you're going to have to really restrict your time on the computer to just watching me. I'm just kidding. You didn't mention any siblings, and you know, you had a father to pass away, a stepdad to pass away, and then your mom, you feel that your mom seems kind of distant. So this may also be for you some type of companionship, some type of way to fill some idle time. So you're gonna have to come up with other interests outside the home, or even if there's something in the home, you've got to find something else that you like to do. If it's possible for you to get into any sports, sports is a wonderful way to keep your mind focused on something else. And also too, it helps develop, sports help develop young minds and spirits. So you see if there's anything as far as sports that you can get into. If you're not sports, if you're not athletic, then maybe something in musically. Maybe you're musically inclined, or maybe you're a writer. Maybe you can change the feelings that you get when you want to masturbate or you want to watch porn. Then start a journal and start, because a lot of times it's not so much the visual that you're after, because after a while all of that stuff is the same. I mean, I might be first lady and so blessed, but I done seen enough of my porn to know that after a while it's all the same. There is nothing new under the sun. And so it's not the visual that you're that's stimulating you. It's something that's missing, something that's void in your life. And first of all, only God can fill certain voids in our life. And then secondly, you may be dealing with a situation with your mom and your dad and your stepdad. So channel those interests into something else. And you may be a writer, or even if you're not a writer, you can become a writer and start to journal your feelings, because that's what in masturbating and porn, you're just dealing with certain feelings that you have. So change the situation and start a journal. You may be able to talk to your mom. Sometimes you're surprised that you think that you can't talk to your mom. I know my daughter, she's talked to me about things that maybe at one time she thought that she couldn't talk to me about. But then once she started to talk to me and open up, and she realized that, wow, I can talk to my mom, and my mom is not judging me. Hopefully I said something that will help you as far as the masturbation and the porn. I would say, just to summarize that, is continue to pray. Stay away from those things that are stimulus, that cause you to want to masturbate and watch porn, like the internet and television and magazines. And thirdly, start to channel your energy somewhere else, either in athletics or in reading. Reading is an awesome pastime, or writing, or crafting, or whatever your interest is. The other part of your question, your mom has lost her husband and her second husband, and you feel like she's pushing you away. And you say sometimes you all argue a lot, and she's starting to date other guys, and even much younger. I wish I could give your mom some advice, because I haven't quite been in her particular situation, but my daughter was 16 when my husband and I got married. And I think I'm going to do a video on blended families. As a matter of fact, I will do a video on blended families. But for you, I would say, number one, try to understand. Just try to understand your mom. I'm not rationalizing for her. I'm not saying that what she's doing is right or wrong, but try to understand her situation. She's lost her first husband. She's lost her second husband. And now I'm sure she could have fear about losing the people that she loves. So sometimes fear will cause you to put up a wall and push other people away. She shouldn't push you away, but that might be why she's pushing you away, out of fear of loss, because she's lost two important people in her life. Maybe she just never was an affectionate person. You never know how she grew up, and maybe she didn't receive affection, and maybe she doesn't know how to give affection. So in that case, you just continue to be consistent. You continue to be affectionate with her. Try not to draw away from her, but draw closer to her. Even if she says, move, you're smothering me, you just continue to be consistent with her. And the more consistent you are with her, the more loving you are with her, the more kind you are to her, the more understanding you are with her, then as a mother, there's no way that she's not going to be able to respond to that. But you have to be consistent. You have to be strong about it. You have to be loving towards her regardless. And even when you feel like you can't be loving anymore, you can't take another rejection, you can't, just ask God to just continue to give you the love for her, and give you the affection for her, and give you the consistency to persevere with your love regardless of how she reacts to you. Also too, like I said, talk to her. tell her what you're feeling. Tell her that how sorry you are that she's lost her husband, first husband, and her second husband, and that you feel like she's, you know, pushing you away, and can you spend more time together. And most of all, just continue to pray about the situation and try your best. Try not to argue. Try not to pull away from her, because from the way it sounds, that she's really going to need you. Let me end this by saying I am by no means an expert or a therapist. My young teen viewer that asked me this, like I said, if your situations run deeper than what I can help, then seek out therapy or seek out a counselor at school. Seek someone out who can help you further than what I can. Okay, y'all be blessed.